next up for the Marlins. Swinging a foul straight back. Casey, 23 years old. He was a second-round pick in 2020. 0-1 down. And delivers outside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Quick move to first. Casey back on a dive. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now here is Liam Hicks. Flied to right his first time. And there's two away.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, number 5, Christopher Morel.
Swing and a pop-up. Tovar has a beat on it. That is the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here in Miami, here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Jordan Beck.
Sweeper, low outside.
On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. One pitch and one out.
Cutter, middle outside.
What a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Two down,
Cutter,
bases empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezequiel Tovar.
That's out the corner.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Foul ball there.
Sweeper, low outside.
1-1 now.
That's a ball.
Cutter, low inside. Cutter, high outside.
Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Curveball, low middle.
And that skips into dirt.
Cutter, high outside.
Laser could be trouble. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate.
He's got it, and that's the third out. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It bangs against the giant cement pole in right. Gone. That's a home run. And we're all square. It's 4-4. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation. Ball get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That one's in there. That is strike two. And a base hit into right center field. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Marlins.
It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of a StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Marcy at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Action in the pen down there. Valente Beozo appears to be getting loose. Mejia getting loose as well. Tied at 4. Good job to fight that one off. And a 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Michael Lorenzen won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Valente Beozo.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Comes up empty.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Go-ahead run on base. Owen Casey, the next up for the Marlins.
Casey.
And that one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. And a big swing and a miss. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. We're through 5. Here at Lone Depot Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So digging in, Willie Castro. And that is out of play.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Inside.
On the ground, right side. Morel takes it to the bag, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Second baseman, Ritter.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
And you know, it's always
fastball.
interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
Popped up, Lopez in position, and a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Bowling.
Sinker.
2 down, nobody on.
Middle
And we're the
inside.
top half of the 6th. Trying to bunt his way on. And a foul ball.
Cutter. Low middle.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber.
Middle outside. Sweeper. Low outside.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Cutter. High outside. Cutter. High inside.
2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Sweeper.
Well, he's desperately
Low
looking for
outside.
that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
Struck him out without a swing. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Through 5.5, and we're tied at 4.
We gon' take it to the top. Esto nunca va a parar. No estrella never stop. Esto nunca va a parar.
Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez.
Otto Lopez.
Fouled off left side. Tied at 4. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Jimmy Herget getting loose out there. Bodnick also throwing. Left field. And that is foul. The 1-2. Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop.
To the Marlins. The catcher, number 34, Leah. Hit.
Nope, that's off the plate.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Oop.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Missed with a changeup, and the count is even 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Now a quick throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Next offering is down low.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Go ahead, run on base. Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. And that's outside. Ball 1. Swings through that. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. That missed by a lot, and the count is filled up.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Runner takes off, so a walk puts runners at first and second.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that drops in for a strike. Fights it off. You'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second.
That's a really good take.
That one misses. Ball 3. Kyle Stowers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And he walked him. A tremendous battle at the plate, and he earns the walk to load the bases and put the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Stepping in, Kyle Stowers. Golden opportunity right here. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Fouls away the first offering. all loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. That smash towards center. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. In to score from third. And it's now 5-4.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Valente Beozo will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Tomoyuki Sagano takes over on the mound. He's making his second appearance of the season. And he hits a ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly to first, but no chance to get him. We'll see how they score.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
In danger of walking in the tying run. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Rips one to right. He's got it, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the seventh. Now the right. New pitcher for the Marlins, Anthony Bender.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Just missed.
Sweeper. Low middle.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Way out front for strike 2.
That's the ball.
Circle change. Low middle.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Sweeper. Low outside.
The other way, and this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here comes the throw, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Sinker. Low middle.
So the tying run at second.
Sweeper. Low middle.
This one in the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
Slider. Middle inside.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Sinker.
Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. And that one fouled off.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Man at second.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Nope. Ball 2.
Sweeper. Low middle.
That one lifted to left. Stowers under it. 2 down.
Sinker. Low inside.
That's a ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
Inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Sweeper. Low middle.
Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike
Sinker.
1.
Low middle.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Sinker. Middle outside.
And now he steps off. Big pitch coming.
Sinker. Low middle.
Man on second, 2 down. Good
Take your
plate
bait.
appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Up
And
next
the
for
go-ahead
Colorado,
run is on base.
Middle outside.
Now here is Ezekiel Tovar. In there, and it's 0-1.
Sinker. Low middle.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. A 3-run shot, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 7-5. These fans are just heartbroken right now.
So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Check swing called strike.
Sinker.
That's strike 1.
Low inside.
Ball.
This has been
Inside.
a rough inning, but
Sweeper.
sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. Rockies edging closer with this shot. 7th inning stretch time. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the show, Florida. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby.
Hard hit left side. Gets it to first.
He's out.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first. 2 away. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. That
That's
misses the zone. Ball 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Sagano, 36 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. The throw to first. They don't come much closer than that. Back here in Lone Depot Park, this is Willie Castro. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Now the 0-1.
Sinker. Low inside. Sinker. Low inside.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Stays alive.
Slider. Low inside.
The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Sinker. Low outside.
Here's a 1-2.
Whoa.
Circle change. Middle outside.
On the ground, right side. Edwards sends it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Sweep.
Ryan
Here comes the skipper. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Pete Fairbanks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Out number 2.
The batter, number 2.
Back to the top of the order now. Next for Colorado, Tyler Freeman. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Late with the swing there.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Ball 1.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
And there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
4-seam fastball. Low middle.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Slider. Low outside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. The Rockies strand 1. They lead it 7-5.
For the Rockies.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jimmy Herget.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for them.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. See you later. And just like that, they're within a run. This crowd has really come alive. This place is loud.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him. But now he's got to find a way to reset.
Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Brennan Bernardino, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Vodnik, the swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Up the middle. Oh, great stop from his knees, the throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Stowers in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the inside corner for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. Up the middle. And that chance handled. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Marlins get one back thanks to this solo homer. Back here in Miami, all set to start the ninth in this one. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. Moniak wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they still got both their challenges.
High inside.
The 1-0.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Slider. Middle inside.
Not close with that one. Full count now.
Fastball. High inside.
Popped up. Norby under this one. And there's one down.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
No, that's a ball.
Four-seam
One-run
fastball.
game here in the
High
top of
middle.
the ninth.
Slider. Low outside.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
This one popped up. Edwards settles under this one. And there's two down.
Up next for Colorado.
And here's the first baseman. Looks like he wants the signs again. Here comes a skipper. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Andrew Nardi.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Four-seam fastball.
Two down,
Low
nobody
inside.
on.
Ball, low.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Yes.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Slider. Low outside. Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
2-2.
Slider. Middle outside.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Now he breaks his back. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Rockies as they still lead.
For Colorado.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Brennan Bernardino. A chance at his first save of the year. Ball one, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. One-run game, bottom nine. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the ninth. That's in there. Strike one. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Ball one there. look at the stop. There's one. They get the double play, and just one out to go now. Next is the designated hitter, Owen Casey. Corner infielders guarding lines, trying to prevent extra bases. To collect himself now as he asks for time. Bernardino looking for his first save of the year. In the air, right field. Moniak settles underneath it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies collect their first win of the season. One-run game here today. Your final score, 7. From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started. And towing the slab, Sandy Alcantara. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. They'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Next for Colorado, Hunter Goodman. 2 for 9 so far in the series. That one ripped, but foul.
Sinker.
Goodman getting the start at catcher. He made his major league debut in 2023, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. The 1-1. To the right side. Throw to first in time.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Sinker. Low inside.
Hard hit left side. The throw to first. Inning over. Back here in Miami. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Jose Quintana. What do we need to know here? Leading off, Heriberto Hernandez.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it, and very nicely done for the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play. Down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Marcy went deep in his most recent game.
Oh, that's inside.
And that skips in the dirt. Up the middle. Handles, throws to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of a...
That is the inning. End of 1, and we're still back here at Lone Depot Park. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Jordan Beck.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Conine takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Circle change. Middle outside.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that drops in for a strike.
Circle change. Low outside.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. He did not go around.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside. Slider.
Second inning here.
Middle
No
inside.
score. Dives and he can't hang on. The flip nicely done for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Tovar matched a homer in his last game. Ground ball left side. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
With the All-Star break coming up, this could be a tumultuous time for him. You hope he doesn't let the extra attention negatively affect his play on the field.
There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. A solo shot. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel. And he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here. Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Out towards right center field. It gets down, a base hit. And a man aboard.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. High fly ball, right field. Moniak on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Lopez thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The shortstop takes the ball.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
It's through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Third baseman, Garrett.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Castro. There's one, and that's two. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
To first, leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Willie Castro, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Ball.
Circle change. Low middle.
And there's a strike.
Circle change. Low outside.
Ball.
Circle change. Low outside.
Outside low. Ball three.
Sinker. Low outside.
To the right side.
That's
And
foul.
that goes
Circle
foul.
change. Low middle.
Fouls it back with two strikes.
Circle change. Low inside.
Here comes a 3-2. And a base hit up the middle. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock.
Edwards. Here's Lopez for one.
No,
Throw
he's
first,
safe.
but he beat it.
The batter, number 2.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Gets it to first.
He's out.
That ends the inning. The Rockies strand one. They trail here 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks.
Liga.
Kick.
Hicks with a
Outside.
homer in his last game. This one in the air, center field. Doyle under it. And he makes the catch. And a quick out, number one. Pitch
That's the
misses
ball.
there. Ball one.
Now, Boog, I never got traded mid-season, so I didn't have the experience of playing for one team one day and then another the next. If he can make that transition quickly, it could pay off for them in a big way.
He makes the grab. 2 down. So up next, Jacob Marcy. Grounded out his first time up. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Kyle.
Marcy off of first with 2 away.
Nope, that's a ball. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count's even at 2. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. 1 left for Miami. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies.
All these Rockies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Sinker. Low outside. Sinker.
The Rockies
Low
trailing
outside.
by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Circle change. Middle outside.
That one outside. 3 and 2 now.
Sinker. Low middle.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Sinker. Low outside.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Circle change.
9th pitch
Low
of the
inside.
at-bat due next. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was
Sinker.
off speed,
Low middle.
he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Tapped softly on the ground. Whips it across, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Bottom of the 4th. Now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. Check swing. He went 0-1. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 2-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Ball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Ground ball right side. Ritter on to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Xavier Edwards now at the plate. Out to short. Tovar. Throw to first is in time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Stepping in, Jared Cerna. Base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next is the Marlins.
Liam Hicks will hit next.
34.
Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And takes low for ball 1. That clips a corner. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Juan Mejia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hill also getting ready. Line drive, that's a base hit. Lopez around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
On a line. And that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
All these Rockies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point. And it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Circle change. Middle outside.
On the ground to the left. Lopez. Tosses to first.
he's out.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Circle change. Low outside.
Ball.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Hey!
Slider. Middle outside.
Pitch
That's
misses.
ball 2.
Ball 2.
Sinker.
The Marlins leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's in there. That is strike 2.
Fastball. High outside.
Good job to fight that one off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Pitch in the
That's ball
dirt,
3.
and the count's full.
Sinker. Low middle.
Got him swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty.
Middle
Here's the center
outside.
fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Hey!
Sinker. Low outside.
Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there. And on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Just missed.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one finds the corner. That's strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Starting to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. Nope, he held back. The 1-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
This to center field. Doyle makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And now the DH, Connor Norton. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
Can I tell you about the sun? Can I make you believe that in the summer when they burn it, don't burn out the leaves? Look at me staying on keeping the healthiest sheen. That's how our function could be. Start this production with me. We can mark time with a band. Music composed with a jam. L-O-V-E, love. And that's word to plug to J.
Willie Castro getting ready to hit.
Third baseman,
Sinker.
Willie
Low inside.
Castro.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
The batter, number 8.
Sinker.
Second baseman,
Low middle.
Ryan Ritter.
Nope.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to...
Lopez lifts to second. That's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
The batter.
Sinker.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Tyler Freeman.
Ball one.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Fly ball down the line. Hernandez on the move towards foul ground. Won't get to this
Overhand
one. It
curve.
drops foul.
Low outside.
Ball two.
Squirts away a little bit. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And now a man into scoring
Sinker.
position.
Low middle.
Man at second. Line to right. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He scores. It's 3-1.
Circle change. Low inside.
Good play.
Hey.
Sinker. Low middle.
And that's in there for a strike. And quickly 0-2.
Low outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
No, he doesn't get the call.
Circle
2-2.
Low inside.
That one missed. The
Overhand
Fish
curve.
holding on to a 2-run lead. And we're in the top half of the 6th. In the air, right field. Hernandez under this one. And there's 2 down. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a ground ball to second, but he beats the throw. Save.
Some extra style points on that one. Sweet behind the back flip to get the out at second. He made that look
Nope, that's
easy.
down.
The changeup missing. And that is ball 1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Sinker.
Freeman, the lead runner at second. Moniak at first, 2 out of the inning. What a stop. Throws from his knees. Got him. Nice play. And that may have saved a run.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Juan Mejia.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Konai in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Fastball for a strike. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Xavier Edwards digs in now. That smash towards center. And there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
That's a ball.
Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Valente Beozo, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Just
Outside, that's the ball.
missed.
Got to be down in the zone with that 2-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
Swing and a ball popped up. Ritter under it. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the ball. Back here at the
Circle
ballpark,
change.
the final chapter of this series is being written. Only fitting we have a close one.
Yeah, Boog, when you're trying to win a
Sinker.
series, every
Middle
moment
outside.
feels amplified. Now it's about focus, composure, and finishing strong.
Fought off foul.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Ball.
Sinker. Low inside.
In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Definitely found the perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Cade
Marlins.
Gibson gets the
Number
ball now.
58,
The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Low middle.
At the plate, Ezekiel Tovar.
Ball.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
Sinker. Middle outside.
And the 1-0.
There
Check
you go.
swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around.
Sinker. Low middle.
Tying run at the plate. Fouled off. He was late.
Curveball. Low inside.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Curveball. Low middle.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Circle change. Low outside.
The tying run at the plate. That misses the
ball
zone. Full
Curveball.
count now.
Low outside.
Ball
And he
4.
walked
That
him.
pitch is low.
And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk.
Curveball.
Here's the center fielder,
middle.
Brenton Doyle. First
Oh,
offering and it just misses.
Four-seam fastball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Ball.
Curveball. Low outside.
That one to first. 1 at second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Oh, wow, really impressive.
Sinker. Low inside.
2 on, 1 out.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tagging from third. Runner from third in to score. And now they trail by 1.
Circle change.
Here's the second baseman, Ryan Ritter. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
So the tying run at second.
That's ball 3.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Circle change. Low middle.
And that one fouled off.
Curveball. Low outside.
And now he steps off. Big pitch coming.
Sinker.
The Marlins trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Change. Middle outside.
And that's ball 4.
Out. Ball 4.
And the go-ahead run is on base.
So close to getting out of it right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Lake Bacher. This is his first appearance of the season. That clips the corner.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Slider. Middle outside.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Steps off, lead runner back to second. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
That one misses. Full count now.
Middle inside.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, Jared Turner.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it. 1 away. It's in and out of his glove. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had.
For the Rockies.
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Jaden Hill. He's into the game with the bases empty. Hernandez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
No, inside.
In the air, right field, and that ends the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
On the ground at first, makes a sliding stop, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. Here's the left fielder, Jordan Beck. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. Out to short, Lopez. Tosses across the first, and that is that. Back here in Miami, and now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy.
Nope, outside.
Good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Tap foul at the plate. Here's a 1-2. That's inside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he walked him. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swings through that one for strike 2. That misses, and the count 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Line drive, base hit. Around second, on his way to third. Now the tag at third, and they got him. Digging in, Griffin Conine. 1 for 3. And that one is lifted in the air. Beck on his way over. And that's the third out. Marlins lead. Back here in Lone Depot Park. Leading off, number 7. In for a strike. It's 0-1. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swings through that high fastball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the
swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Not close with that one. And the count is 1-2.
Middle outside.
Up the middle. And he beats it. He's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but it's very difficult to get anybody.
Now the Marlins manager.
Slider. Middle inside.
Next to hit, Brenton Doyle. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Rockies down to their final out.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to. But right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand. Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Low Depot Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Miami Marlins. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
We'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Today's starting pitcher, Max Meyer. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Strike two.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Meyer making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick in 2020. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Low inside. Slider. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's inside.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
And look out.
Timeout.
As that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So up now for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. Sliced hard but foul.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Steps off and looks to first.
Slider. Low inside. Slider. Middle inside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Four-seam fastball.
Montgomery leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Anthony Kay. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do, to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Acuna takes it in for the out. 1 down.
Batting third, the left fielder.
So digging in, Kyle Stowers. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Up the middle. Flips to second. That's one. Double play. What a twin killing, Dan. Top of the second. Here's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi.
Hey!
Circle change. Middle outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Slider. Middle inside.
Ball, inside.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting fifth.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
There's a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. That one misses.
Ball 1.
And that is ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Tracks it down for the out. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. Ripped on the ground to second. Got him on the throw from short right, one away. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. That one misses, and that's ball one. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
That's ripped. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Fair ball. Here comes the runner. Fires to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Jared Cerna, the next up for the Marlins. Up the middle. There's one.
Got him.
Not in time at first.
Safe.
It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Line drive. And the inning is over. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
Middle outside.
Foul ball there.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 0-2. This one smoked on its way out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Chase Mike. Runner takes off. Swing and a foul out of play.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
comes up empty. That's strike two. One on, nobody out, a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Runner around third. He'll score and they've tied it. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Just missed.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge it.
That's in there. And a count 2-1. That's a strike. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Base hit. 1 run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Munetaka.